catastrophe in California.
The third out-of-control wildfire exploding overnight.
Came out and I saw a fireball.
In the coastal neighborhood Pacific Palisades, multiple homes completely engulfed in flame.
I've never seen anything like it.
It's like a bad, horrific dream.
Hey, I mean, who's ready for something like this?
Look at the sun. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at this.
I know it's been a minute, but I just experienced the biggest death of my entire lifetime. I lost my home. I literally walked out of the fire with one suitcase. It was traumatic, y'all. Like, the amount of PTSD, the amount of trauma that I experienced from this fire, it literally divided my life into two chapters. The one before the fire and the one after the fire. Everything has changed. Everything about me has changed. Let me tell you how I'm rising and rebuilding from the ashes. And this is gonna get deep. I've never experienced a death like this before. I've died many times, right? But this was different. This wasn't me losing someone close, because I've lost a lot in this lifetime. I've lost close family members. I've lost my brother. I've lost my father. So I know how death really feels. I know how losing things that are close to you feel. I've lost careers. I've lost identities. Losing everything to a fire brings you to a zero state. It's the most powerful form of alchemy. It's the most powerful form of transmutation. I wanted to share this story with you because this is the work that I teach. I call myself an alchemist, and my guides told me that this is my most powerful master initiation to date. Where do you go when you don't have anything, when you don't have a home to go home to? I always say, your first home is your body. Everything that I taught you in the first series of alchemy, I now had to embody. I had to become the master alchemist. This was literally my initiation into the next level of alchemy. This was not easy. This was hard as fuck. When you lose something to a fire, it's almost like you lose your whole past. Everything in that house that I lost was lifetimes of collections. Certain things represented certain versions of myself, of my life, of my kids. I've lost my daughter's lifetime artwork, her life work. I mean, you guys know I was a celebrity stylist, so I had archives of like Vivienne Westwood, capsule collections of Chanel. And yes, they are material things, but I also lost a lot of memories. This house wasn't just a house. We named it the House of Love, because in this house, I built a sanctuary of peace, of love, of safety. It was my creative portal. And now I have nothing. But you know what I do have? I have life. I have my spirit. I have my children. I have resilience. And this is why I say, with every death, births a new beginning. So I'm calling this portal the new timeline, the golden era, the golden portal to, I don't know where, but it's to something, the next phase of my life. It's the opening and initiation to my new timeline. I mean, you guys know I experienced a major loss with the LA fires. I lost everything. I lost my home. I lost all of my personal belongings. I lost everything. I say fire is the most powerful alchemical transmutation. So I have a clean slate. I have a reset right now, an opportunity to build my life back from scratch. It is time for me to break out. It is time for me to really show up in a new way and a new version of myself, and this new embodied confidence that I have gained. This is not a new chapter for me. This is a new book. This is a new era. And I am gonna step into that era boldly. When you lose something to a fire, the grief hits different, y'all. You know, I pride myself on how much work I've done to open my heart and activate my heart. But my heart was broken. The day that I found out that my house didn't make it, I felt my heart sink to the bottom of the bottoms. I remember it like it was yesterday. It felt like my past had been erased. It felt like all parts of me were gone, wiped clean. And I sat with that for a minute, and I went through every single phase of emotion that you can imagine. I went from anger, like, why didn't my white bubbles work? I was pissed at my guides and my ancestors. Why didn't you protect my house, I asked. The grief was deep, but what I did do is I allowed myself to feel everything. I allowed myself to go through all of the emotions, every single level of grief, of heartbreak, of anger, of frustration, of just sadness. I was sad, y'all, and I'm not a sad person because I've been through some stuff. So I know how to handle challenging times. I know how to deal with loss. I know how to keep it moving. But this time, I had to sit in it. I had to sit with myself. I had to sit with every single emotion and let me feel everything. Because you know what? In order to heal it, you gotta feel it. So let me tell you a little bit about this series. This is the Fire Alchemy series. My biggest lesson in all of this is learning how to receive. So in this series, I'm bringing on someone special, someone who was there for me every step of the way, who held me down during this fire, and she was right there witnessing everything that I experienced. So I'm bringing in my girl, Letitia Lee, to help me tell this story. Some of you may have watched our podcast together, Girl, We Got This, but this is different. This is just pure girl talk. She's gonna help me tell this story because it's so personal. It's so close to my heart, and to be honest with you, it's really hard to share. So welcome to the Fire Alchemy series. When I rode down the Palisades, my neighborhood was burning. it looked like a war zone. I saw firemen, I saw fires, I saw so much.
How did this death compare to all the other deaths in your life?
I don't know if I would choose to move through transformation in this way anymore. This was my master initiation into alchemy. Becoming a master teacher sometimes means you have to walk through the fire.